I'm Kate Douglas and I'm an architect and I work for Outlines Landscape Architecture. We do work throughout Melbourne City and regional Victoria. We do a broad variety, so we're mostly landscape architects, but we're also a couple of architects in here, and we have urban designers and also people with an industrial design background too. Climate change will only mean that the focus on sustainability will get greater and greater, and we've seen clients come on board, people wanting to spend money to be sustainable and promote it as well. In houses, there's a lot of aspects where you can be sustainable. So if you find you struggle in one area, you can focus on another. For instance, if you focus on materials, you can look at where those materials have been sourced from. You know, can you reuse some? Can they be recycled? I personally feel very strongly about siting the house correctly. Working on a new build, say an extension or a new house, I'd be starting with the way the house is oriented. So looking at putting the living spaces facing north, so that they can be warmed by sun, and then the lesser used or the areas that you'd want to be cooler, for instance bedrooms, you'd put them on the southern side. The other things that I think make a really big difference are the amount of glazing that you put in a house. You look at the amount of walling versus glazing, because glass obviously lets in light, lets in heat, but you have to look at where you want that to happen. So you don't want a whole lot of glass on the west side of your house in Australia, because unless you're in a mountainous area or in Tasmania, because you don't want to overheat. Other projects I'm really proud of are some of the open space urban design projects. So I worked on Mooroolbark Station, which was quite run down and had a plaza out the front that was sort of shady, dark, felt a bit unsafe. So we did a sort of renewal project where we opened it up, did a bit of landscape as well as designing a canopy entranceway. Another project is the Melbourne Town Centre, which didn't design, but I worked on the construction phase of that. That's a really great project because it's really renewed the centre of the town and made the space much more usable for people. I studied architecture. So the degree at Melbourne University was a 3-year degree, which was called a generalised degree with planners and landscape architects and builders, and it was called planning and design. And then subsequent to that, we had to do a year's worth of work experience and then do a bachelor degree in architecture. It's changed now. We use scaling and geometry, proportion, technology. We're using drafting programs, drafting meaning drawing, technical drawing programs at all levels. So we're using sometimes three-dimensional, but also sometimes the technical drawings just have to be about visual communication. So you have to learn a language that you draw in, and there are programs specific for that. My advice is a creative career is really rewarding. Science is really exciting and changing all the time. I consider myself working in the construction industry, so I think there's there's actually a very long learning period. That's actually really part of the fun of it. You're always learning something new, you're always exposing yourself to a new project. Every project's different, and I really enjoy that.